Harden had 447 dribbles according to Second Spectrum. Are there like people that watching? No, I think it's electronic or high digital cameras or something. They count them up later. 33rd of his 40 games this season in total dribbles, so he actually backed off on that. It's also more than 100 dribbles fewer than his season average of 549.9 per game. So what a stretch it's been for James Harden. He's gotten 30 points in 17 straight games, 6th longest streak in NBA history. Only players with longer streaks, Wilt Chamberlain and Elgin Baylor out of Seattle U. He's averaged 40.3 per game over the last 19. That span includes 2 games with more than 50, 10 with at least 40. See why we did this, Syracuse? He's absolutely dominated the Grizzlies this season. In his first game against them, he had a 30-point triple-double. In his second, a 40-point triple-double. Now a 57-point game. He's averaging 44 points per game against them this season. The Legler lab is up and running, this time to inspect the James Harden shooting science.
Kenny, most people will look at this box score and focus on the 57 points and just think James Harden had another one of those nights. And they're right, but I'm going to focus more on some of the opportunities he created for his teammates just because of the amount of attention that he commands out on the perimeter. I'll give you some examples, 3 different ways that he did it too. The first, right here, off the sideline out of bounds, you've got a back screen going to be set by James Harden, and P.J. Tucker's going to cut to the basket. Problem is, both Grizzlies defenders stay here with James Harden, which means P.J. Tucker is going to be wide open to receive this basketball on the cut. Well, when he does that, now the weak side has to shift over. You get the rotation here, and now you've got Marc Gasol on the weak side. Problem is, he's got 2 guys to guard. Austin Rivers will sneak up to this wing right here, a little skip pass, wide open 3. All of that caused by the back screen set by James Harden, which led to 2 initial defenders being on him and a weak rotation from the other side of the floor. Now, you got an ISO situation. Look at Memphis's defense. You literally have 5 defenders, 4 help defenders, completely turn their backs on the weak side of the floor because they are so focused on James Harden and ISO. So I tell you to look at the weak side. This ball is going to come to the middle to P.J. Tucker and then a quick swing to the opposite corner to Gerald Green. All caused by the attention that James Harden had on that play. 10 eyeballs on him on the weak side. Finally, Memphis says, you know what? We're just going to come take it out of his hands. So Joakim Noah comes out and blitzes him at half court. Well, that's okay. James Harden's going to make this pass eventually right here to the middle of P.J. Tucker, freeze it, and now what do you have? You've got a 4-on-3 situation. All 3 defenders react to the pass, and now you've got a wide open corner 3, one more kick out. James Harden creating offense for his teammates without even having to drive to the basket and drop it off to Clint Capella. The definition of an MVP. That's what James Harden was tonight against Memphis.